I haven't done a video in a while. It's just been a lot of work, and just haven't had the time to sit down and get a video made and get it edited. So anyway, here we are back up in the shop, and I'm making products that I'm selling online. So I'm selling, building products in the shop and selling them online. So make sure to check out my store. There's a link down below. And in building some of these products, I've been playing with a new kind of corner clamp, and they're just a real simple corner spring clamp. Hopefully you can see that all right. And it's just a pair of pliers that open that clamp up. And there's a few little things that I've learned that I want to share with you today. So that's what we're going to be talking about, and let's get you swung around so we can have a look at what's going on. Okay, so as I said, we're talking about the corner spring clamps for assembling frames and lighter material like that. And this is what we're talking about. And the pliers for working, the pliers for operating the clamps. And the first thing I did, these pliers are really awkward because the spread's so far to, I guess, close them in this case. But when you're picking up your clamp, your pliers spread so far that they're actually very awkward to use. So I've put a spring on, which helps to close them. This spring is not good enough, but it's all I could find, so it'll do for now till I find something else. But that's an easy fix. It actually makes the tool much easier to use. And like I said, you just hook the plier around the clamp, and there's the function. Now, one thing I did learn is when I started using these clamps, I thought the higher up I put it on the material, the more clamping pressure it's going to have. But the problem is, you get it higher up, it opens up your joint. Instead of pulling the joint tight, it puts the pressure back behind the joint and actually opens it up. I don't know if I can show you here. Okay, so we'll try this for an example. So we've got these nice clean joints are important too. Nice clean cuts are important too. So you've got your piece that you're joining together. I assumed putting the clamp farther back was going to be good because it puts more pressure on the joint. But if you can see, it actually opens the joint up. So if you bring your clamp to the edge, it draws the corner, and even though there's not a lot of pressure on it, it's sufficient. And even like that, you don't have to really get the corner lined up before you clamp it. Once you get the clamp on, you've got lots of playroom, lots of freedom to move the joint around. And if I didn't say it before, one thing that's important when you buy these clamps is to make sure you've got a round point, because you're going to want to be able to swing that clamp out of your way. And if you've got the angled points, they're going to cut into your wood every time you swing them. Another advantage to coming out to the edge too, you have a lot less pressure on the joint, so that means the indentation that you leave behind is going to be a lot less obvious. And just like that, I mean, it holds it just fine. I mean, look at that. That's a nice tight fit. Not a problem at all. Gives you time to adjust it. It's easy to use, easy to work with. And then if you want, depending on how your processes go, you can open your joint up and work your glue in. You can open your joint up and work your glue in. They're just they're so easy. I love these things. I've been assembling these frames with them, and they make life so much easier. And again, these are products that you're going to see in the store. Now, the little dents that the clamp leaves in the corner, it depends on the material you're using, but quite often they virtually disappear. Like I can't even see the one that's here. This one's got a little dent, but it blends right into the material. I can't see anything here. Oh, you can see a couple little dents here. So it just depends on what you're doing. One thing I've learned is that quite often, it doesn't always work, but quite often you can add just a drop of water to the little dent, and the wood will swell enough to fill the hole, and then obviously you sand off the grain, and it just kind of disappears. The other thing, the same as filling any hole, sometimes you can just sand it before you put your finish on, and once you put your finish on, then that just blends the hole right in and disappears. Depending on the material, here we've got reclaimed cedar, and the holes just blend right in. You can't even see them. So a lot of it depends on what you're working with. but they're consider them basically just pinholes from a pin nailer. And however you would fix pin nailer holes, you're going to deal with these the same way. So that's it. They're simple, they're easy to use, just a couple little things to keep in mind and be aware of, and hopefully a mod or two that'll help you out. Again, I'm starting the e-store, so I've got some products online that are coming out of the shop, so make sure to check the links down below. And I'll also link these pliers. They're more or less all the same, but I'll link the ones that I bought, and hopefully that'll help you out. So anyway, I hope this tip is helpful for you guys, and we'll talk to you down the road. See ya.